Hey everyone, welcome to this week's webinar. We're going to get started shortly. This countdown is going, and Victor will be here shortly. At the end of the countdown, we'll get started. So get your questions ready, get your friends. Let's do this. I see we have a viewer. Don't be shy, comment. Who are you? What are your questions? What are you excited to learn about? Hello and welcome if you're just joining. Going to get started in just a few minutes. Victor will be here soon and he will lead you through today's webinar. My name is Rachel, by the way. Claroti Inc. says hi. Hi, Claroti Inc. Welcome to our live stream of the week. What brought you here? Oh, Clarity Inc. Sorry, that makes a lot more sense. Hi, Clarity Inc. Welcome. What brought you here? Just a couple more minutes. Get hype, because I'm hype. Share the hype. Clarity says what brought them here is startup working on building social media presence as well as authority and credibility in our industry. Yeah, absolutely. You are in the right place. What part of the industry are you working on or working in?
What's that?
Victor Varnado.
Dean Victor Varnado, actually.
Dean Victor Varnado.
Yes, indeed, everybody. We back.
Clarity Inc. says innovation strategy. That is the industry that they're working in. That's cool.
Innovation strategy?
Yeah.
Niftioso.
Yeah, it sounds very niche. I like it.
All right. So I guess we're about ready to go. We might as well begin. Got, I mean, these 13, these 12 seconds, these 10 seconds, these 9 seconds. You get what I'm saying.
All right. Well, Happy New Year.
All right. So, hey, everybody, and welcome. Glad you're all here. So really quickly, what we're going to do today is we're just going to talk about a very simple social media growth plan. So I've been researching a lot, and then there's a couple of things that I found out really um, that are really important about growing on social media. Now, when I'm talking about growing on social media right now, I'm not talking about how to grow on YouTube with long form videos. I'm talking about mostly what you should be doing with short form videos, at least from what I've found recently. Here's the biggest thing that I found out right now. It doesn't seem to matter at all. Am I really loud? Or am I? I feel like I'm loud. No.
Um, I don't think you're peaking.
Okay. All right. So one thing that it doesn't seem to matter. It doesn't seem to matter as much like if you have a lot of followers on your account, you can still very, very easily have thousands and thousands of views. Um, and there's one thing that I've seen that is the absolute strongest thing, which is basically having your own. I guess I'm going to look at it this way because I come from the TV world, but it's basically having your own like 60-second version of your own TV show. Like that's the strongest thing you could possibly do. I've got some examples. Some people who have a lot of followers, and some people who don't have a lot of followers. Actually, some person who just started out and they posted their first 3 videos, um, and I think even their like second video got like several thousand views already, just because like they just started in a particular format and it worked. And then what we're going to go through today is not just those people who have like these formats that work. We're just going to go through like how to find your format. Uh, this was published. I forget exactly who published it. Maybe I can find the original. I can find the original person who published it. I used some of their research and adapted some of my own research and put it together in this slideshow, which is ugly, that I'm going to show you today. So here we go with
Oh,
the
I'm
ugly
really
slideshow.
excited. I'm really
You're
excited
excited for
because
an ugly slideshow?
yeah, well, I'm excited about like finding something that works and how to do it because I a few months ago was also I came across a video of someone who did an experiment where they did a particular format on their YouTube channel, started from scratch on a new channel and immediately got lots of views and made money. And I followed the format, didn't work, and so I'm excited to learn more.
Well, tell me about tell me a little bit more about that. Like what was the format they did, and then what did you do?
So, okay, thinking back to a few months ago, it basically the format that he taught was creating basically becoming an Amazon affiliate and making a channel in like uh Ken Burns style listicle video.
Wait,
Um
this is YouTube, right? Long form YouTube.
yeah, well
And
yeah,
that's
like
not what
when
I'm
we
talking about today though.
like not necessarily like long form, it was like a few minutes. Each video was like a few minutes long.
But I'm saying you're talking about YouTube's like 16 by 9 videos,
No.
not 9 by 16, which is what we're talking about today.
Today we're talking about 9 by 16.
Yeah, we're talking about like
Yeah.
reels, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that the format I was doing could be, like, integrated into, shorter form like you're talking about, so I'm excited.
Uh Maybe. Okay, so here's the main thing. This is the main thing that's like super effective. Not everybody does this. Not everybody does this particular thing. Let me share my screen right here. Let's see where we go. Sharing the screen over here. Here it comes. We're sharing it. This is an ugly, boring presentation. But really, okay. So what you're going to be creating is like one reel a day. And then if you want to really supercharge it, you can make stories. The stories don't have to be edited or anything like that. The stories could just be you commenting on things. Uh, you could commenting on things that are in your niche or whatever it is. Like if you're a comedian, comment on current events, whatever. Just like you the stories aren't like a mandatory thing, but if you do your reel a day and these stories, then theoretically you should grow faster than you would normally if you just did one reel a day. One reel a day means one reel a day does not mean that you make a reel every day. What it means is that you set time aside during the week to make a bunch of reels and then release one a day. Okay. So that's basically the idea. So in order to, if you don't already know like what you're going to do, what you're going to have to do is experiment with like different styles of reels, uh, until you find something that sticks and that works. There is like a very simple plan that you can do is just like try like a different type of reel like every day and then see which one sticks. And you can go through like the different styles of reels that are available. So yeah, keep it short and engaging. I want to get to the styles. You can use hashtags, although hashtags nowadays are more for SEO. So like, and what I mean by that is that hashtags used to be something that you would put on your hashtags used to be something that you would put on, and then people would like automatically like find you because of those hashtags, and people would be following hashtags. But now it's more of an SEO thing where it helps the algorithm know what your reel or what your reel or post is about rather than something that creates like a ton of views. But it's definitely something that you need to do to kind of like keep people being able to find you and keep the algorithm knowing how to categorize you. It definitely does help. uh okay, so let's talk about different reel styles. Okay, all right, so I mean, all these styles are kind of pretty self-explanatory, but let's just talk through them really quick. Okay. So, especially because when I show you the examples of people who have launched with these things and done really well, we can like drop them into one of these categories and we can talk about what they are. Direct to camera. Okay, so direct to camera is just like talking directly to the camera. It's the easiest kind of reel to make. They're great. There's some really, really good examples of direct to camera that we're going to show you later today. One guy who's just got I think hundreds of thousands and sometimes like millions of views on reels just being direct to camera. And I think uh and I, and I think it's also really interesting because a lot of these people that we're going to show to you, they have views which are well above their follower count, which is really interesting when you talk about that. So doing straight to camera is just talking straight to camera, just like I'm doing right now. You have you would just have your subject, you'd have your beginning, middle, and end of whatever you're talking about. Maybe it's a story, maybe it's commentary on something, but all you really have to do is just have a tight, simple idea, talk directly to camera about it, and then encourage people to comment on it. Uh, memes. Memes are probably my least favorite thing, but they're something that there's something that really catches on. Recently, somebody used AI to. Have you ever seen like the video game Mortal Kombat, where it's like test your might, where you can pick a character? So they used AI to make little videos of pretend Mortal Kombat characters with people in the news. The the funniest one was P Diddy covered in baby oil
Oh my god.
as a Mortal Kombat character. And so they made a video of that and it was just memes and it just kind of like blew up. It's kind of interesting right now because with AI, like anything you can imagine, you can make. I think the challenge though is to narrow your focus with this type of thing. But yeah, but I mean, we know what memes are. Memes can be videos as well. Remixes are great. If you see a video that is uh, if you see a video that is already trending, just commenting on it will trend, and it will. I mean, if this is it's kind of like a no brainer. If you just see a video that is already just like kicking butt, and you comment on it, then it's going to trend. Somebody actually had this happen recently where they did a video about um Kanye West, and then Kanye West even commented on their video
Wow.
and it over trended. It was a really funny video idea, but then I think it got Kanye banned from Twitter because of the
What?
video. So Kanye West is insane right now, and he was doing a video about Kanye West obviously was selling T-shirts with swastikas on them, which is a terrible thing to do. But this Jewish comedian what did a react video to Kanye West selling T-shirts with swastikas on them, and in his react video, he goes, as a Jew, I am very very offended about Kanye West selling these swastika T-shirts, and I checked them out on his website, but it's kind of a pretty good deal. And so that joke, Kanye reposted it, and it got his Twitter deactivated. All right,
That makes sense.
yeah, yeah, it does. It doesn't make complete sense, but it's just interesting. um Q&A or replies, those are really great. There's a video where this guy, just all he does, there's a video series where the guy, all he does is answer hard questions. For instance, like if I answered hard questions in a video, it would be something that somebody would want to watch. Like, for instance, myself being a person who is a black albino with a lazy eye, I could answer those questions that people have always wanted to ask but have never heard the answer to. And if I did a video series where I just answered those type of questions, that's something that might possibly catch on. And I'm sure, like, whoever you are, you probably have like those type of questions where, like, if you posted a video and it was like, if I was posted a video and I was just like, what's hard about having a lazy eye, and then I proceeded to answer that, a lot of people might stick around for the answer. Really is a lot of these types of videos are just like creating interest at the top, something that people just are curious about, and then they'll stick around for. So you could do that with like any niche at all. Whiteboard explainers are great. Uh, they're really fun. They're really fun to do too. Just like take a complicated subject and explain how it works, or take something that's happening in the news and explain how it works. However you want to do it. You can make something like this by just recording your screen and draw in, like, you know Photoshop or MS Paint, just like a voiceover on top of that. People also do like videos where they just do complete drawings, and sometimes they speak over the drawings or put music over the drawings. It's but again, it's one of those things where it's like it's creating interest at the top and people want to see the end. So like if you're doing even just a drawing, like, people see that you're going to do a drawing, and often they'll stick around to the end to just see what the drawing becomes. It's a process from beginning to end. Uh that's something that you're going to hear like a lot when I'm talking about this today, which is just basically create interest at the top that draws people in to follow it to the end. Follow it to the end. A lot of people say like you got to have a hook at the top and et cetera, et cetera. I actually don't like videos where they try to trick you into watching the whole video. For instance, like if I was doing a video and I was like if I was like there's an absolutely sure way to find love. Stick around and I'll tell you by the end of this video. Like, I hate those. I'll skip those immediately. They do work, but I think it's kind of
Yeah.
like an asinine way to get things done.
I get it though, because like that watch through rate is so important.
Yeah. Yeah, it is important. The watch through rate is important. All right. Sketches or skits, you know what those are. I don't think I really have to explain them. Screen recordings, we talk about those a little bit more, but but these are just like mostly just like formats that you can try. Lip sync. Of course, you can dance. You can do all of that type of stuff. Uh, but but to pick any format, but always create like a question at the top that you answer through the video.
Yeah, there's also, can I also add on to that
Yeah,
a couple of formats not
sure.
mentioned, day in the life videos as well as challenges.
Explain both of them.
Yeah, so day in the life videos are pretty popular. They can follow a few different formats where like you may film yourself literally doing different things during your day, and then a lot of times people will add a voiceover to it, talking about like what they're doing and why. Sometimes it can fit into a specific niche. Like one that I've seen is what I do in a day as a therapist, or what I eat in a day, or um, what activities I do in a day. So that's a very popular one. And then challenges got really popular from TikTok, not just as dances. So I'm trying to think of some challenges.
The ice bucket challenge was a big
I
one a long
Yeah, but
time ago.
that was pre TikTok. That was the first thing that came to mind. But I'm like, but that's not relevant. But
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's one of those challenges. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
there's tons of stuff like that.
yeah, and a lot of times on TikTok, it involves using a soundbite. It can be so many different things. You can even
Um,
create a challenge.
yeah, you can actually create a challenge. A lot of people do simple challenges. One thing that is um that people were doing, I think maybe like 7, 8 months ago, maybe 8 or 9 months ago, which is people were saying for every follower that I get, I'm going to do X, and then people would just get like a ton of followers. For
Yep.
instance, like for every follower that I get, I'm going to do one push up, or for every follower that I get, I'm
Mhm.
going to walk one step. Uh, and those really kind of cleaned up. Those are also the type of things where you have to, but those are the type of things where you have to like do um, almost daily videos. Like you have to do production every day. And I'm more focused on like if you want your growth to be simple, focus on something that you can produce uh, mini episodes or mini versions of that video at once. In fact, that's actually, now that I've done this research, that's what I'm going to be doing, which is I'm creating formats and I'm going to shoot like a bunch of them at once, and then I'm going to start releasing them one a day. I'm going to track all the progress and see what works, and then repeat, repeat, repeat. Right. And so this is exactly what you want to do. So on your first couple of weeks, you're just going to be testing content styles, then taking notes, and then looking at it, and then looking at those stats, and then repeating those things that work really well. And when you're trying to do it, like, just get started. Don't worry about how great it is. Some of my videos that I've posted have been just like absolutely stupid, but it doesn't really matter because I'm just trying to like see what works. And so now that I'm actually going to start gang producing or gang shooting, then I'm going to be able to like take a look and then really see like what works once I put them out. In fact, maybe we can revisit this later once I start producing things en masse, and then we can see like what those numbers look like.
Heck
Okay.
yeah.
What?
Heck
What did
yeah.
you
Heck
say?
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Very helpful. Yeah. So your first couple of weeks, you just want to put stuff out and then see and put as much as you can. And then the next couple of weeks, you just want to analyze that data and then focus on the top performing styles, and then rinse and repeat. Do it again and again and again, week after week after week. All right. So that's actually really it. I mean, it's not like that hard, which I mean, the idea was we wanted a really simple plan, and there it is. It's a very simple plan. You just come up with a format that you can shoot a bunch of at a time, then you release those over a week or 2 weeks, analyze those numbers, and then repeat the thing that works really well. That's it. So let's take a look at a couple of people's things that look really good. Okay, so let me see if I can get this. I'll. Whoops, no. Here, I gotta get this backwards. Get this. Here, let me stop sharing so I can show you some of these videos. Okay, so first I'm going to show you this guy who's got a lot of traction. His name is Sambucha. His real name is Sam, but he goes by Sambucha. And what he does most of the time, his videos. Oh wow, I'm looking at his. He just got married apparently. I mean,
Oh,
engaged
muzzle tov,
on
Sam.
his. Way to go, guy. Okay, so let me. How can I get this with audio? Also share audio. Okay, here we go. And boom, here we go. So what he does, he has a very simple format. It's him talking straight to the camera on the bottom, and then he poses a question usually, and then just kind of answers it, and then or takes quizzes. This is here's an example. Guess the person by their hair. Okay, let's watch this. Whoops.
Oh, that's the Mr. Beast comb over. I feel like he's had that same haircut for like 10 years. Yep, cool. Ronaldo. He has like that supercuts haircut where he puts the gel in still. Pretty iconic though. Cool. All right. Bald? Oh, wait, that's The Rock. He has a pretty notable bald head. Also, who else could it be, right? Cool. Nice. I don't know who this is. Is this a guy or a girl? Really good curls. Maybe Zendaya? Oh, Bruno Mars. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, somebody black.
It's funny because
Who has that hair?
It's like so
Oh, Speed.
innocuous,
I show Speed definitely.
but
Yep,
it has
cool.
tons and tons of views, and
Another
you can tell
bald
why.
guy. Who
It's
is this?
Mr. Wonderful.
Willis? No,
Oh.
Jeff Bezos. That's right.
See?
And then we have. Ooh, that's really good hair. Oh, that's. Let's see how quickly we can spend $100 billion. And we have to be reasonable too, so nothing absurd. Let's get 1 million Big Macs. Let's get 1 million pairs of flip flops. Let's get ourselves 1 million lobster dinners. All 30 NBA teams. I want 5 ships. I want 10 skyscrapers. I want to make 50 movies. I want a Boeing in every state. I want a Mona Lisa because there's only. Would I beat these celebrities in a fight? Obama? I'd clap Obama. Not too worried about him. I feel like Michelle would be tougher. Adam Sandler has like sneaky dad strength. I think he'd actually beat me. He's a good basketball player too, so he has good stamina. I like Timothée Chalamet, but this wouldn't be close. He's really skinny.
Yeah, the format is so.
Justin
simple.
Bieber would be scrappy, but I think I'd take him too.
2,500 likes. Let's look at his view count. I mean, he's got like 360,000 followers, but then if you look at his reels,
Millions.
And it's just this he found this very simple format, and people are copying him because of it. And and it's great. It's just like a baby TV show, just like a little trivia information show.
Yeah, I've seen that format before. Guess the celebrity by their hair and things like that. There's a couple other key things that are working for him that I think are really important to pay attention to. One, his appearance. He is like objectively an attractive, fit person who is dressing for the camera in a very particular way.
Okay.
He's also funny.
Yes, that helps.
Yeah, and he adds in
his strengths, his punum and his dress.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's being very intentional about this. And being good looking does help. We have a comment from Steve saying, "Hey, legends." Hey, Steve.
Well, thanks for calling us legend, Steve. Let's get into yet another person here. Let's see if we can bring this other one up. And these are all people that I've looked at that have like a huge. This guy has a huge following as well, and his videos get a lot. So this is a chiropractor. Okay, so this guy's a chiropractor, and all he does is most of his videos are people doing tricks to help their back or their neck or whatever, and then him going, no, this is.
Oh yeah, I've seen this guy.
Yeah, he's awesome. I mean, he's using anybody can do it at home. That's it. And then yikes.
Hey, real quick. Pause it. So your computer audio is kind of loud with the video, so when you're trying to talk over it, it's really difficult to understand, just so you know.
Wait, the video's audio is loud.
Yeah, when you're trying to talk over it as commentary. Yep.
Got it. Okay. Anyway, but there you can see it.
Yeah. Also, y'all should know a lot of chiropractors are absolute quacks. So people go viral, but not always because they know what they're doing or they're good at it.
Thank you. Not the point, but anyway. But there you have it. Just like what we're really trying to focus on is look what he's doing, look at his views, and look at his very simple format that he can do a bunch of these. He probably takes a day and does a bunch of these at once and then releases them. Let's look at one more. This is someone that I actually know who's just starting out. This is Rachel, who actually works for my wife's company, and she started a Instagram, and it's all about her dating in New York. And she's just started out.
Relatable.
She's just started out. She just has like a little more than 50 followers. But this is her first video. This is her second video, which is thousands of views, or yeah, more than 1,000 views. And this is a third video, but just simply because it's a interesting format, like, and who isn't interested in like, you know, women dating in New York? Like, that's a very simple premise that like people will be interested in.
Notoriously
Also,
complicated.
I'm sorry?
I said notoriously complicated trying to date in New York.
Isn't it?
Yep.
Also, she I think it's just because she's a very interesting character, so that helps too. He can watch one of these. Here we go.
From a first date that was like kind of hard to set up because originally he wanted to do trivia, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, it seems kind of like hard to talk for trivia. Prefer do something where we can talk. And his response to that was
Apparently,
like,
that's a real voice.
when was the last time you stepped outside your comfort zone? I was like, what? That's not the issue. Comfort's not the issue. Being able to talk is the issue. Anyway, eventually we do set up drinks. I was like kind of waffling, like, do I even want to meet this person? And one of my friends gave it 80-20 odds that he would bring up trivia on the first date and 70-30 odds that I would leave if he brought up trivia on the first date. And guess what? He brought up trivia and I didn't leave. Maybe I should have. Yeah, maybe I should have. So it's been a couple weeks since I've been on any dates, but I was recently reminded of a first date that I almost went on at the beginning of the year. We had drinks set up, and then a few hours before we were supposed to meet, he canceled on me. Work, apparently. He asked to reschedule and said, and I quote, "I promise I will make it up to you if you let me." I said, sure. And then predictably, I never heard from him again. Honestly, I wasn't too bummed. Like, it is what it is. So originally, the next video I was going to make was going to be a follow-up to the last one because stuff happens. But I was just stood up on a date for the first time ever. Also, like, the first time I've ever been stood up on a date. Anyway, that's it. That's the video. But also,
there you have it.
Why are men? Why are men?
Yes, men are horrible. I am part of that group of the horrible men.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see, though, simple formats, repeatable formats. She's not gang shooting, but she's just doing stuff straight to camera, making it very, very simple for herself, just to commenting and telling her story, which is fantastic. And I think you can do the same no matter who you are. If you're a comedian, if you're a comedian, a writer, you're an artist of some kind, a business person, whatever it is, you can really just like take this as like your very, very simple plan to just like really get going on social media.
Yeah. And
right,
like,
go ahead.
And don't get discouraged because like a lot of videos, like the algorithm is so difficult. So just keep posting. Like sometimes you'll post what you think is an incredible video and it probably is an incredible video. And the algorithm does what it wants to do. And so just because 1 or even 5 videos don't do well, just keep posting.
Yeah, and just have fun. And in the school group, we'll keep you posted about what I'm doing. I'm going to be shooting a bunch of videos, I think, this weekend, and so we'll just keep you posted about how those are going. Also, one other thing, for free, you can sign up to Summary of the Internet by going to summaryoftheinternet.com. So I created a tool for myself that you guys can actually use. Let me show it to you. It's in its beginning stages, but this is how it works. So I created this tool where when I was researching, I was like, how can I find out what's trending so that I can interact with things that are trending? And apparently what did not exist at the time was there wasn't a place where someone gathered everything that was trending in one place. So I made that. So there's a website called summaryoftheinternet.com. You can find the Twitter trends, Instagram trends, what videos are trending on YouTube, videos that are trending on TikTok. The TikTok videos are a day behind. For some reason, TikTok's trending when we pull that in. It's a day behind. But it doesn't matter because something that's trending yesterday will also usually be trending today. Then also what's trending in Google, what people are searching for in Google. We're adding in what people search through on Wikipedia, Reddit trends. So they'll just all be in one place. You can sign up for free. There is a paid plan, but you don't have to do that. You can just go and sign up for free. On the paid plan, what that means is that you can put in, for instance, you can put in your own brand. So like I have Magic Bookifier, and then what the paid plan does is it will go through and then look at what is trending and then give you suggestions based on your brand, because you can go in here and then just you can actually just write up everything about your brand and tell it what it's about, and then it will give you suggestions based on your brand. Or if you don't have a brand, say I can turn off the brands, turn off and go back here, then what it just gives you is just suggested posts based on what's trending that anybody can use. Although it's probably better to have your own brand in there, because then you have unique suggestions rather than the suggestions everybody sees. Anyway, there you go. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us and commenting. Get out those last questions now, because as we know, the stream is always several seconds behind. And while you're typing up your questions, please be sure to check out not just summaryoftheinternet.com, but also check out our school group. You can see it in the banner below, but you can also go to artsacademy.com. Clarity Inc. says, thanks. You're welcome, Clarity Inc. Thanks for sticking around this whole time. And by joining the school group, which you can join for free, by the way, you get access to so many perks, like one-on-one training time with me for executive functioning, or with Victor for the arts if you need help with something. You get community. You get access to this course in its entirety, because we set this to private on YouTube after it's live, and you get so much more.
Right on, everybody. Good luck out there, and we'll see you again. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye-bye.